Ruth Elizabeth Davis, known to the world as Bette Davis, was born on April 5, 1908, in Lowell, Massachusetts. Her father, Harlow Morrell Davis, was a lawyer, and her mother, Ruth Augusta, was an amateur photographer. With a younger sister, Barbara, Bette grew up in a middle-class family, but her world shifted when her parents divorced when she was just 10. Her mother raised Bette and her sister alone, shaping Bette's fierce independence. As a child, she loved performing in school plays, showing early signs of her dramatic talent. Encouraged by her mother, she enrolled in the John Murray Anderson School of Theater in New York, where she honed her acting skills. However, she faced harsh criticism, with one teacher telling her she'd never make it as an actress. Undeterred, Bette's determination pushed her forward. In the late 1920s, she began acting in small Broadway plays. Her unique look, large, expressive eyes and a strong face, along with her intense performances, caught attention. In 1930, Universal Studios invited her to Hollywood. Her early films, like Bad Sister, 1931, flopped, and the studio labeled her unattractive, casting her in minor roles. Frustrated, she struggled to prove her talent. When Universal dropped her contract in 1932, it was a low point. However, a small role in The Man Who Played God, 1932, impressed Warner Brothers, who signed her to a long-term deal. Still, they gave her forgettable parts, and she felt trapped in mediocre projects. Her breakthrough came with Of Human Bondage, 1934, where she played Mildred Rogers, a cruel and selfish woman. Her raw, fearless performance stunned audiences and critics, establishing her as a serious actress. Though she didn't get an Oscar nomination, the role changed her career. In 1935, Dangerous earned her her first Academy Award for Best Actress, proving her critics wrong. Unhappy with Warner Brothers' choice of scripts, she took a bold step in 1936, suing the studio to demand better roles. She lost the case, but her rebellion earned her respect and the nickname Hollywood's Rebel. By the late 1930s, she was a star. Jezebel, 1938, won her a second Oscar, with her portrayal of a headstrong Southern belle captivating audiences. Films like Dark Victory, 1939, The Letter, 1940, and The Little Foxes, 1941, showcased her ability to play complex, powerful, and sometimes unlikable women, a rarity for female roles at the time. Her personal life was as turbulent as her films. She married 4 times, each relationship marked by challenges. Her first marriage to Harmon Nelson, 1932 to 1938, ended in divorce. Her second husband, Arthur Farnsworth, died tragically in 1943. Her third marriage to William Grant Sherry, 1945 to 1950, produced her daughter, Barbara Davis, but also ended in divorce. Her fourth marriage to actor Gary Merrill, 1950 to 1960, her co-star in All About Eve, gave her 2 more children, Barbara and Margot, but it too ended in divorce. Her daughter Barbara later wrote a controversial book criticizing Bette, damaging her reputation. Bette's feud with fellow actress Joan Crawford was legendary, especially during the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, 1962, where their on-set clashes became Hollywood gossip. In 1950, All About Eve marked a career highlight. Playing Margot Channing, an aging theater star, Bette delivered a performance that mirrored her own fears of fading relevance. The film earned her another Oscar nomination and is considered one of Hollywood's greatest movies. By the 1950s, newer stars were emerging, and her career slowed. Still, she reinvented herself with Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, 1962, playing a chilling, unhinged former star. The film introduced her to a new generation and earned her another Oscar nomination. She continued working in the 1970s, taking on television roles and smaller films, showing her resilience. Her later years were marred by health struggles. In 1983, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, followed by multiple strokes that left her frail. Despite this, she kept acting, appearing in The Whales of August, 1987, her final major film. On October 6, 1989, Bette Davis passed away in France at 81 from cancer. Her legacy endures through her 100-plus films, her 2 Oscars and 10 Oscar nominations. Known for her bold personality and unforgettable performances, she paved the way for strong female characters in Hollywood. The American Film Institute named her the 2nd greatest female star of the 20th century, and her iconic line from All About Eve, "Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night," remains a cultural touchstone. Her life was a mix of triumphs and struggles. She broke barriers as a fearless actress, winning accolades and global fame. Yet, she faced personal heartbreak with failed marriages, family conflicts, and health battles. Bette Davis wasn't just a star. She was a trailblazer who redefined what it meant to be a leading lady in Hollywood.